Right, we are finishing up page 3 of section 14, or I'm sorry, section 6.1, page 3, and we will continue on to page 4. All right, so in this problem, we are supposed to find the measure of EHG. So EHG, take a look at that. Well, if you notice there, this is not a central angle or an inscribed angle. The vertex is not in the center, and it's also not on the circle. So we're not going to be able to use any of our rules. Rather, we're going to have to look at it as a triangle. So let's go ahead and draw the triangle and see what we can figure out. Okay, so our triangle looks kind of like this. Okay. All right, where this is E, this is G, and this is H. Okay, and we're asked to find the measure of this angle, H. All right, so, or EHG. So if we could find these two, then we would be able to figure out this because we know that they all add to 180. Well, let's see what we know. If we look back at the big picture, do we know this angle right here? Sure we do. This angle FEG, I think we have it written down here somewhere. Let's take a look. Right back here, FEG. Okay, so that's this angle right here. So this is 49 degrees. Okay, we'll draw a little arrow that tells us that's where it's coming from. Okay, so that's 49 degrees. Then do we know this one right here, G? Well, do we have DGE? That's that angle right there. Okay, DGE. Yes, we do, right up here, DGE. So that's 38 degrees. Okay, so this one's going right there. All right, then it's pretty easy to figure this out. We know that the sum of the angles of a triangle have to be 180 degrees. So we know that the measure of angle E plus the measure of angle H plus the measure of angle G has to equal 180. So E is 49 degrees. H we don't know. G is 38 degrees. So let's go ahead and add these two up. So when we do that, we're going to get 87 degrees plus the measure of angle H equals 180. So all we did was we added those two together. Okay. Then we're going to subtract 87. Okay. And what do we end up with? Well, we end up with 93 degrees. So that's the measure of angle H, but here we're calling it EHG. It's equal to 93 degrees. Okay, last question. Determine whether the measure of angle EHG, which we just found, is that equal to 1/2 this? So they're giving us a formula. They're hinting at something that's going to come up. They want to know if it's true. So really we should have a question mark there. So let's go ahead and put it in. Let's put 93 degrees. Does that equal 1/2 the measure of arc EG? We'll look at it up here in the picture. EG, that arc measures 82. So put that in there. Plus the measure of arc DF, which is 104. Okay, so we get 93 degrees. Does it equal 1/2 of, well, let's figure out what those two added together are. It's going to be 186. And sure enough, when we take 1/2 of that, it is 93 degrees. So we would answer yes. And that is going to be a formula coming up. We're going to stop here, and then we'll go on to the next page later in the next video.